Welcome back to another episode of In Between the Lines of Anime, One Piece Edition. I am your Captain Lookiie, and yeah, welcome back to Cuba. This is a beautiful day here. It's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. I'm sitting on the balcony of our suite. Me and my girlfriend are here. It's really good. So last chapters, we see Sabo and all of them. It's a flashback. It's going crazy. These chapters that I'm about to go through, 1084, 1085, are absolutely crazy. We get a lot of like exposition, like explanations. It's crazy. I've been in Cuba, so I haven't really been able to read, and the internet sucks. So I'm lucky I got to download the chapters. So yeah, if you're not caught up to the chapters, then please check out the other videos. You can watch all the way from, you can listen actually on Spotify, all the way from 1053 all the way up to today's episode. That's a good place to start. Even if you're not like caught up in the manga and you just kind of want to know what's going on, you can start there. It's all good. So yeah, we are going to start with chapter 1084 of One Piece, titled The Attempted Murder of a Celestial Dragon. So we start off inside of Pangaea Castle in the sacred holy land of Marijua, where there's a suit of armor like on fire-ish, like fire, and the guards are like falling, and Sabo's standing right in the middle after, like, I guess, taking them out. So Bonnie is now here. Jewelry Bonnie. Hey Sabo, you're here. What are you doing here? So we can skip the introductions, and I think we're after the same thing. So Sabo, Bonnie, they just got introduced to each other, and they're probably gonna try to get to the same goal. You hear intercom. The intruder in the guard room. The keys to the slave collars have been stolen. So now they're all after Sabo and Bonnie. You know what? I'd heard that Kuma had a daughter. So Sabo is talking to Bonnie. And I've been following the news articles about the Revolutionary Army's activities, which is why I trust you guys. So Bonnie is now telling Sabo that she trusts the Revolutionary Army to take her father to safety. While they're running through Pangaea Castle, Sabo notices Karasu flying right behind them. And so and then Sabo throws the keys to Karasu and says, deliver these keys and tell Morley and the other that once Kuma and the slaves are out of their chains, they're to return to the headquarters and the mission is over. What about you, Sabo? Karasu is asking. I'll be right behind you once I've taken care of business. Karasu says, okay, be careful. Good. So Sabo is now telling Bonnie, like, what's the next move? Like, we don't know what to do. Bonnie is saying that she'll go to Egghead and ask Vegapunk what's up, if he has a way to bring her father back to his senses. And if he doesn't, then, that's strange. I know I saw someone. The guards are wondering. There are even fewer guards for this tower than before, and it's already way too large for us to cover. Thanks. So they jumped up to safety. They're hidden from the guards. What don't you know? When people go missing, it's usually because they saw it. Saw it? Something they shouldn't have. Like what? Like the lost chambers. Shh, don't say it so loud, even if it's a joke. Egghead is in the New World, Sabo is telling her, but heading to sea in the opposite direction is the best of luck for you. It feels really weird to have revolutionary armies doing me a favor like this. And then they're both saying, we both want to save the same person. I know. Take care of my dad. Nice. So now we are with Cobra inside the chambers, the secret chambers, the lost chambers, I guess, with the throne no one person should sit on. So it goes, "What do you ask of us?" The celestial stars are asking him. King Cobra of Alabasta. He says, yes, where should I start? The world government we know today began 800 years ago, when it was created by a group of 20 kings. As the newly styled creator of the worlds, they moved here to Marijwa with their families, where they became known as celestial dragons, and have ruled over the world for 8 centuries since. Amongst themselves, the 20 kings have always been equal, and to prevent one from ruling over the others as a dictator, they created the empty throne and placed 20 weapons around it to symbolize their oath to never claim that seat. In the 20 kingdoms that had lost their royal families, new kings were chosen, whose rule continues to this day. Therefore, the first 20 dynasties' names are no longer found in the land from whence they came. But Alabasta is different. The monarch at the time, Queen Lili of the Nefertari dynasty, was counted amongst the first 20, but did not become a celestial dragon, choosing to return to Alabasta and continue the Nefertari line in her homeland where the name still reigns. That is why, in actuality, there are only 19 weapons surrounding the throne. The celestial stars are answering, this is all correct, but what is your point? He says, I was going through old historical documents from my royal library. The only history one can pursue there comes from documents after the span of the Void Century. Yet, there is no mention of Queen Lili's name. Very odd. She did not come back to Alabasta. She did not come back to rule Alabasta after that. Lili's younger brother took the throne in Alabasta instead. Is there anything you might be able to tell me about her? Saturn answers, that's what you wanted to ask? I guess I can't really tell if this is the narrator, but let's go with that. The narrator says it was 800 years ago. It is recorded fact that the ruler from the Nefertari dynasty did not live here, but we assumed that she had gone back home. Whatever her reasons or actions were, they have long been lost to the cobwebs of time. I'm sorry I cannot help you. King Cobra is not too happy about that. So he says, in that case, what is the D? Whoa. I hope we get some nice answers. Why would you ask that? Well, you see, there is a brief 800-year-old letter that she passed down through our line of kings. Ooh, now the planets, the stars are sitting there like, okay. Now they seem to be a little bit more intrigued. Oh no, like that's, and then they stop. They cut to another section of Pangea Castle. Damn, I thought we were gonna get some fun. So this is the mingling courtyard of Pangea Castle. Stop doing this, please. I beg of you. And it's Kuma, all chained up and bloodied, with Shirahoshi all tied up and everything. You're hurting me. Someone please help. I've done it, father. I never gave up. I caught myself a giant mermaid at last. Well done, Charlos. Oh no, the poor lovely Princess Shirahoshi. What do you want to eat? I'll take you on walks every day, my pet. Only I'll be riding you. Oh, I hate Charlos, man. I'm glad Luffy punched him. And if you don't obey my orders, I'll do unspeakable things to you. Shirahoshi, I refuse. Someone please free me. Something must be done, but Papa and the guards are in the council tower. That leaves only one option. Run away! No, come back. We didn't see this. We didn't see anything. Hey, mermaid, did you just say that you refused? Don't talk back to me. She turned us all down anyway. What do we care what happens to her? Move it. You're like seaweed in my way. Whoa, Ryugu princes. Well, the Ryugu prince. This is princes? Yeah, I guess there's multiple. Don't try any funny stuff or they'll destroy your home. I'm sorry for taking my eyes off you, Shirahoshi. We're leaving this horrible place and never coming back. Brothers? Unhand her celestial dragon. Get him. My invincible slave, Kuma. So Charlos is now ordering Kuma to attack the prince. Warlord of the Sea, Bartolomeo Kuma, reduced to such a wretched state. Nevertheless, we fight. Come, Ryoboshi, Mamboshi. Go ahead and kill them, Kuma. So Charlos is screaming, go ahead and kill him, Kuma. Just pay enough money and even royalty would let us get away with it. Especially Mizi Fishmen. Shirahoshi, is that the guy Rebecca? Lady Rebecca, how dare he? And then now they're all going to go after him. But not you, Fukaboshi. Royalty stay back. So they're going to fight. Yeah, wow. And he's standing guard. Whoa. He's about to take the hit. Mio's guard. There's a price to pay for whacking me earlier. Kuma, kill him. Why the double standard? You'd ask us to stand aside when our own sister is. They can simply run away. They have no nation to support. They're pirates. Tontara combat. Hashokan secret art drill. Oh, this is our boy. This is our guy. Yeah. Leo. Nice. Sir Leo. Don't do it. He's a celestial dragon. And then, boom. Tail hammer. Dragon nail. Whew, nice move. So yeah, there's a combo attack with Leo and one of the princes. St. Charlos, it's all over. He's dead. It's a murder scene. The murder of a celestial dragon. The admirals will be on their way. So they murdered him? They killed him? No, Kuma, you can't. So Morally pops up out of the ground and grabs Kuma. You've done enough. You don't need to listen to their orders anymore. Let's go home. Come back to us. What is a giant doing here? Morally, I got the keys from Sabo. Nice. Okay, so Karasu is dropping the keys to Morally. Who is that an intruder? It's Morally, one of the Revolutionary Army captains. Okay, let's go down. No, my son. So yeah. And then back to the secret chambers with the seat with the chair. And it's Imu walking up to the chair. And it's like, I don't know, katak is her step or is their step. I always assumed Imu was female. And after this chapter, I'm a little bit more set in my ways, but I always assumed that Imu was a female. And their steps are katak, which are extremely similar to that Vegapunk, the one of the punkettes, the giant one that actually killed Vegapunk 01. Whoever shot had the katak steps. So yes. And then the dragons, the celestial planets, the stars are standing there. And then they go, oh, great Imu. But King Cobra is still present. Cobra's in there. What? And Imu looks down and just says, Lili. And takes a seat on the throne. Thump. And then it's to be continued. So I feel like this chapter was a little bit short, but wow, we got a lot of stuff going on. For sure, I now more than ever believe that Imu is a woman. And not only do I believe that Imu is a woman, I actually borderline believe that Imu is Lili. And that the devil fruit or whatever, it may not have been a devil fruit, which, like, if you guys want me to go into, like, why I believe that Imu doesn't have a devil fruit, but is one of the original people to have devil fruit abilities. Like, it's hard to explain, but if you want me to go into it, I can go into it. Just let me know in the comments or just hit me up on Twitter, whatever it is, Discord, anything. I'll chat with you. But yeah, so I believe that Imu is Lili, and when Lili was gonna return, but when Lili was about to return, the will of like this ultimate dark fruit, like the complete polar opposite of Luffy's fruit, like the sun god is like joy and freedom, but then Lili's ability is the complete opposite, where it's like enslavement and like darkness, was bestowed upon Lili, turning her into Imu. And like the will of that power basically like took over Imu and turned them into what they are now. And yeah, so I do believe Imu is a woman. And yeah, to see that Nefertari Cobra is witness to Imu sitting on the throne, we know what that means. That it wasn't Sabo that killed, like 100%. Like even though Sabo said it earlier in a few chapters ago, like because Nefertari Cobra saw Imu sitting on the chair, that is why they got killed. So we are going to continue into 1085. This has a few pages, 15 pages, and our cover story is really, really fun. Really, really fun. I shouldn't say that. I just say fun because I absolutely love Frankie. Whoa. Let me just say this.